Okay, we got a fun question here. Jeff Clemens, why are there so many haters on Facebook? He goes, no, I'm just being humorous. Good luck with your surgery. Hey, Jeff, actually, I'm going to answer that question here because it's interesting. I mean, I'm going to give you guys my definition of haters for those who've never heard it, but this will give you a new perspective and how to see haters as a good thing, to see it as a positive thing. Hater stands for, write this down, having anger towards everyone reaching success. H-A-T-E-R, that's right. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. That's what a hater is. I wrote a lot about this in one of the Hypertrophy Max issues, but the way I see it is if, Mother Teresa, Bono from U2, Justin Bieber, if they have haters, I'm gonna have haters. You know what I'm saying? So the only way I've discovered to avoid criticism is to do three things. If you guys want to know the secret, here, write this one down too. You guys want to know the secret to avoid criticism? If you want to avoid haters, it's very simple. There's three things you can do. Be nothing, do nothing, and say nothing. All right? That's the secret. If you want to avoid haters, be nothing, do nothing, and say nothing. So, there's always going to be haters whenever you put yourself out there, and for various reasons, I call them anonymous critics. So they're kind of people who hide behind their keyboard, who state their opinion. And what's interesting about a lot of these haters is that you never meet them in real life. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I've been to a lot of conferences, fitness events. I've been to a lot of seminars. I've been to a lot of gyms. I've traveled around the world. I've been in a lot of places. I've been tracked down in the forest. I've been tracked down in my own backyard by people of sites who don't like me. And I've been approached in clubs, on the streets, in restaurants. I've been approached all over, in gyms, and never in my life have I met anyone who's come up to me and said, you're a piece of shit. I don't agree with you. You're an asshole, Vince. You're a dick. I can't, things that people would leave in the comment sections. I have never, ever met those people in real life. So you really have to kind of laugh it off. They're tough guys, right? Because you're hiding behind a computer screen, and these people would never, ever say this stuff to you in real life. And they're, that's kind of how I look at it. Anyways, I don't want to drag this out. Don't want to give them any more credit than necessary. But I know a lot of you guys out there are, some of you are starting your own YouTube channel. I know some of you are starting your own blog. Some of you are trying to pursue a career online or as a trainer. And, it means people are paying attention to you. People are watching you. And it doesn't give you a right to just spew information. But, you have to do your research, but you also have to know where you stand. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. So you can't appeal to both crowds. And you try to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. So you really have to know where you stand. And that still gives you permission to evolve your opinion and change down the road. But if you're out there trying not to make a stir, some of the most successful people I know piss people off every day. And one of my personal mentors told me is if you're not pissing at least one person off a day, or that might be a little extreme. If you're not rustling somebody's feathers at least once a day, you're not doing your job. And essentially what it means is you're not making your point strong enough. You're not being clear enough on where you're coming from. And if I listened to the haters, I wouldn't be here right now. I remember the first email I got way back in 2005, actually 2006, when I released No Nonsense Muscle Building, my first ebook. And I remember I got an email from a guy from bodybuilding.com, and I almost kept it. I kept it for too long. I let him get to me, and he basically tore me a new a-hole. And this guy basically, well, what didn't he say? He basically said that I'm a scam artist, He basically said, I'm skinny, I'm small, I have no right to talk about muscle, I don't know anything, you're a snake oil salesman, blah, 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 you're a liar, he said pretty much everything that would discourage most people and to crawl up into a corner and say, wow, I don't think I want to deal with this, it's a little too much. But if I listened to that guy way back in 2005 and decided to just stay in my little circle, comfortable circle, work at the gym and work with the clients who loved me and thought I was the best thing. And I wouldn't have been able to help all the people I do now with this YouTube channel, with my blog, with my fan page, and all the other social media stuff that's come up since then. But with my articles, etc., with my paid programs, most specifically, which are the things that help people the most. But yeah, I mean, if you listen to them, you'll believe it. So you got to believe in yourself, folks. And remember what haters are. Haters are people who have anger towards everyone reaching success. All right, so let's wrap this up. I would love to hear how you deal with critics and haters in your own life. Feel free to do that in the comments section below. Talk to you soon.